Coming up, I'll catch you up on what happened over the weekend, including a big NBA game between the two hottest players in the league right now. I'll also tell you which world-famous athlete retired Sunday without most people even noticing. That's all coming up after the break, so stay tuned. Welcome back. I'm James Farrar with a look at your sports news. With the NBA trade deadline finally in the rearview mirror, the weekend marked an important time for the league as it gave teams their first chance to put all the off-the-court craziness behind them and instead put their focus on what they were doing on the court for the rest of the season. And while the trade market was busier than normal this year, meaning a lot of teams are now having to adjust and get used to new teammates on the fly, the biggest game of the weekend involved two teams that were mostly quiet at the deadline. It also featured the last two league MVPs going at it, with both players riding different but equally ridiculous streaks coming in. While much has been made about the Rockets' James Harden, last year's MVP, and his run of consecutive games scoring at least 30 points, which was at 28 and counting going into Saturday night's game, the same can't be said about the streak 2017 MVP Russell Westbrook has been on for the Oklahoma City Thunder recently. Westbrook is not only on pace to average a triple-double for the third year in a row, which is something only Hall of Famer Oscar Robertson has ever done, but he came into Saturday night having recorded a triple-double in 8 straight games, which is the second most all-time and only one behind the record set by Wilt Chamberlain in 1968. And both players' performances lived up to the hype. Harden led the Rockets with 42 points to extend his streak to 30 games in a row, only 2 games away from the second longest such streak all time, while Westbrook had 21 points, 11 assists, and 12 rebounds, which all adds up to his 9th triple-double to tie the all-time record. As for the game itself, it wasn't too bad either, as the Thunder got 45 points from Paul George, who's making a good case to be in the MVP race this season, along with Harden and Russ, to overcome a 26-point deficit and won 117 to 112. It's the largest comeback in Oklahoma Thunder team history. This weekend also marks the end of a career for one of this country's most well-known athletes, as Lindsey Vonn officially retired from competitive skiing following the World Championships that took place over the weekend in Sweden. Vonn made Team USA and participated in the Olympics 4 different times, competing in all 5 different disciplines involved in alpine skiing, beginning with her debut in the 2002 Games at age 17. She won 3 Olympic medals, including a gold at the 2010 Vancouver Games in the downhill event. Her career was marked as much by injuries as it was by success, and ultimately it was a toll taken on her body over the years, along with her desire to start a family that she stated as her main reason for retiring. She retires as the most decorated alpine skier in U.S. history, men or women, and with the bronze medal she won in her last career race yesterday, she is also the oldest woman to ever win a skiing world championship medal of any kind. And for someone who made history throughout her career, it seems only fitting she goes out making history one last time. That's all for your sports update. Now back to the news desk.